It began like any other evening, quiet, predictable, the kind that settles into routine and feels comfortably familiar. But with just a few words, Anna managed to shake the foundation of everything I thought was stable. We were finishing dinner when she brought up again a swingers party. She'd mentioned it once before, half teasing, and I'd brushed it off as a joke. This time, though, her voice carried a strange seriousness, calm and deliberate. "I think it could be exciting," she said lightly, but there was intent behind her tone, like she was testing the limits of how far she could push. I looked at her for a long moment, hoping she'd laugh, say she was kidding. But her face stayed still, her eyes unwavering. "Anna," I began slowly, setting my fork down, "I don't think this is a good idea." I leaned forward, choosing each word carefully. "We've built so much together, our marriage, our home, our life. I don't want to risk all of that." She waved her hand dismissively and let out a soft laugh. "You're overreacting. It's just a party. People do it all the time. It's harmless fun." Her words hit like a punch. Lately, she hadn't been the same. The change had been subtle at first. A little more time in front of the mirror, less attention when I spoke, her thoughts somewhere far away. The woman sitting across from me that night felt like a stranger wearing my wife's face. Her suggestion wasn't random. It was a final confirmation of everything I had tried to ignore. "Why now?" I asked, keeping my voice even. "Why is this suddenly so important to you?" She set her wine glass down with a sharp clink. "I just want to try something new," she said firmly. "I don't see why it has to be such a big deal." "It is a big deal," I said, feeling my chest tighten. "Do you even realize what you're asking? You're asking me to gamble everything we've built together." Her eyes hardened. "I'm not throwing anything away," she replied flatly. "I just want to make things more exciting." The air between us thickened, heavy with unspoken things. I wanted to keep arguing, to make her understand the weight of what she was doing. But deep down, I knew it wouldn't matter. Her mind was already made up. That night she left, I stayed behind, sitting in the living room, the TV flickering in front of me, though I couldn't have said what was on. When she appeared in the doorway, my stomach tightened. It wasn't that she didn't look beautiful. It was that she looked ready for someone who wasn't me. "Trust me," she murmured, not meeting my eyes as she reached for a coat. "It's just for fun." I wanted to believe her. I wanted to believe there was still something left to save. But the moment the door clicked shut, the silence that filled the house was unbearable. I paced for hours, replaying every conversation, every subtle sign I'd ignored. When had we started drifting apart? When had I stopped being enough? By 3 a.m, I knew something inside me had shifted permanently. When Anna finally came home, she was changed, not glowing or exhilarated like I'd imagined, but quiet, empty. Her eyes landed on the folder sitting on the coffee table, the divorce papers I'd filled out earlier that night. "What is this?" she asked, her voice cracking as she thumbed through the pages, hands trembling. "I told you," I said quietly. "This isn't just about tonight. It's about everything. The distance, the lies, how we've been falling apart. I can't keep pretending." She sank onto the couch, clutching the papers like they burned her skin. "Please," she whispered through tears. "I didn't mean for it to go this far. I didn't think it would." Her regret sounded genuine, but it couldn't undo what was already broken. I sat beside her, my heart breaking but my decision firm. "It's over, Anna," I said gently. "I've tried, but I can't live like this anymore." She reached for me, sobbing, repeating, "I'm sorry," again and again, as if the right number of apologies could rewrite the night. But no amount of remorse could bridge the chasm between us. The trust was gone. The love had worn thin, eroded beyond repair. As she cried beside me, I felt the sharp ache of loss, grieving not just for her, but for the life we built together. Ending it felt like cutting away a part of myself, but it was the only choice left. The chapter had closed. There was no going back, only the long, empty road stretching ahead.